friends, in this video we'll be discussing the next few questions from the exercise. If you haven't watched my previous video, please go and check that video first. Okay, so question number 21, find the value of n if the ratio has been given as 14. We have done something similar, but over here there is some kind of a trick. Let's see this question carefully. I have my n plus 3 p6 is to n plus 2 p4 is equal to 40. So let's just write it carefully. So it is n plus 3 p6 divided by n plus 2 p4, and that is same as 14. So I can write what this implies me. The numerator can be written as, I will start with n plus 3, I'll reduce 1 and I'll write 6 numbers. So the first, the second number will be n plus 2, then there will come n plus 1, then there will come n, then there will come n minus 1, there will come n minus 2 as well. So these are nothing but 6 numbers divided by n plus 2 से start करेंगे. We'll start from n plus 2. The next number will be n plus 1. Then there would be n, and there would be n minus 1. 4 numbers we do. And that ratio is same as 14. So what we do? This will get cancelled. This is also, and this is also. So what is left? The thing left is my n plus 3 and n minus 2 is equal to 14. Okay, so there are two ways we can go for trial and error, or we can simply solve this question as a quadratic question. Okay, so let's just go for the quadratic because that looks more mathematical, right? Okay, so let's just solve this. It is nothing but n square minus plus, so it is plus n minus 6 is equal to 14. Correct? How I got this is really simple. You just expand this, you will get it. So it is n square minus 2n plus 3n and minus 6. Therefore, this could be written as n square plus n minus 6 minus 14 equal to 0. We just got right hand side equal to 0. Now we'll write n square plus n minus 20 is equal to 0. Therefore, what I can write is, therefore it is same as what? Minus 20 should be divided into two parts, such that answer is nothing but plus 1. I think it is really simple. It is nothing but plus 5 minus 4. Right? This will work. Plus 5 minus 4. So it is nothing but n square plus 5n minus 4n minus 20 is equal to 0. Therefore, from the first two term we can take n common. So it is n plus 5. From the last two term we can take minus 4 common, so it is n minus 5 or n plus 5. Very good. Yes. Therefore, the finally what we get is n minus 4 into n plus 5 is equal to 0. Now, since the product of two term is 0, implies either of them should be 0. Therefore, my n minus 4 is equal to 0 or my n plus 5 is equal to 0. Therefore, my n should be equal to 4 or my n can be equal to minus 5. Now, this cannot be true. Since over here, if my n is equal to minus 5, then n plus 3 will be minus 2, which is not allowed inside permutation. Correct? If my n is equal to minus 5, right, then my n plus 3 is minus 2, which is not allowed in permutation. So the only possible value of n is nothing but n is equal to 4. Simple, right? So this why I just discussed this problem. We have done something similar, but over here this two were different. One was n plus 3, the other is n plus 2. So this is something that student might think it is difficult, but it is not at all difficult, right? So there is one more similar question in the exercise sheet. You should try this question. There are some questions which I will leave because it is 45 questions in total. I will try to discuss each type of a question and make you comfortable with the permutation problems, right? There are few questions will be kept as an exercise for you, but still if you cannot do that, write in the comment section. I'll just definitely solve it for you. Okay, this is also a good question. Question number 22. There are two questions inside 22. The first one is this, which is actually easy as such. So this I'll keep as an homework for all of you. But we'll discuss 22 second question. Because over here there is a sign of a plus which we haven't discussed till yet. So we should discuss this. So over here I have NP3. That means what I should write? NP3 start with n, write 3 numbers. So it is n minus 1, n minus 2. Over here what I have n minus 1 p3. So it is nothing but I'll start with n minus 1, I'll have n minus 2, and then I'll have n minus 3 as well. Okay, and then over here this is nothing but 3 times 7p2. 7p2 is nothing but 7 into 6, right? So this should get simplified easy after a time. Let's just try to see what else we can do. Okay, what I was thinking is, if I just take this to other side, let's see. It is n minus 1, n minus 2 minus n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3. And what is this? 3 into 7 into 6. So if I just want to do this is nothing but 7 into 6. If I do, that is nothing but 42. And if I multiply it with 3, so it is 6 and 12. So it is 126. Okay, so let's just go for the next part. Is on the left hand side I can see something common, that is nothing but n minus 1 and n minus 2 is common. So from the first term n is left, from the second n minus 3 is left. So we are doing just basic mathematics. Once we know what formula we should use, we'll be doing basic mathematics. Okay, so this is nothing but n minus 1, n minus 2, and this is n minus n plus 3, and that is 126. So this is n minus 1, n minus 2, and get cancelled, multiplied with 3 is equal to 126. So what we found, n minus 1, n minus 2, and if this 3 divides to the other side, it should be what? It should be 42. It should be 42, right? Now we need to simplify this again. Should I keep it as an exercise or I should solve? Let me just solve this. So this is nothing but actually n square minus 3n plus 2 is equal to 42. Therefore, n square minus 3n minus 40. What I did, this came to other side, so it become negative, and the right hand side will become 0. Now minus 40 should be divided into two parts such that answer is minus 3. So since here I have minus, this will be minus and plus. Just think about it. Try to think about a number which will work for us. It should be 8 5s 6 7 8, right? So it will work. So therefore the values of n after simplifying would be plus 8, or the value of n would be minus 5. Again we should get something similar, right? Since we have n minus 1, we have n actually. So this is not possible since we have np3. So based on this, we can conclude that if my n is equal to minus 5, then my minus 5 p3 is not defined. Correct? Hence, this is not true. Therefore, the possible value of n is nothing but 8. So the question is simple. We just have to do the basic mathematics by applying the formula. Okay, so let's discuss one more problem in this video. I know this was a bit tricky, but we can solve one more question, right? Question number 23 we'll see. In question number 23, there are total 5 questions, but the first 4 are something similar that we have discussed just now. So I thought I should discuss this question because this looks something beautiful. Let's just solve this question number 5, which I seem to be a bit difficult question. Okay, so I'll just write in a simple form first of all. So it is nothing but 56 p r plus 6 divided by 54 p r plus 3 is equal to 30800. So what I do is, first of all, we cannot write the second form, right? What we used to do is, if it is np3, we should write n minus 1, n minus 2, and the things were getting easier. This time we cannot do that because we don't know the next number, right? We know the first number is 56 inside permutation, but the second number is nothing but r plus 6, where we are supposed to find out this r. So we need to go for the proper formula, that factorial formula, right? So the numerator will be 56 factorial divided by 56 minus, everyone should remember, after minus we should have a bracket, otherwise there would be some silly mistake, right? So over here the denominator will be 54 factorial divided by 54 minus r plus 3 whole factorial, and the right hand side is as it is 30800. We'll use a calculator for sure this time, right? So let's just go ahead. So what I see is I just write the denominator as a multiple but reciprocal. So this will become 56 factorial divided by this, after simplification, will become 56 minus r minus 6 whole factorial into 54 minus r minus 3 whole factorial divided by 54 factorial is equal to 30800. So what I see, this 56 factorial can be written as 56 into 55 into 54 factorial. So things are getting simpler. Now this 56 minus 6 is nothing but 50 minus r factorial. This can be written as 51 minus r factorial, and this is actually 54 factorial, and the right hand side is as it is for now. Now this 54 factorial get cancelled. Now this 51 minus r and 50 minus r. So what we do? We are left with what? We are left with 56. Therefore 56 into 55. Okay, this numerator I can write this is same as 51 minus r. Then I'll reduce 1 from it. So if I reduce 1, it would be something like 51 minus r minus 1. So that will become 50 minus r factorial. Inside the denominator, I just have 50 minus r factorial. So this is something nothing but a tricky point which student might not be able to analyze. But you see, the things are simple now. Right? The things are simple. Now you just have to use a calculator to get the value of r. And from my point of view, the value of r, according to the Manan Prakasan, the value of r should be 41. Okay, so you should let me know in the chat box that the value of r is 41 or not. Let's just communicate in the chat box. If you have any doubt, any difficulty, if you like the video, if you don't like the video, whatever it might have been, just let me know in the chat box. Okay, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to support me. Okay, and share it with your friend without loss. Okay, chalo ji, bye bye.